Welcome to the video. I am your host, Tip of the Asperg. Quick introduction, I'm 30-something-year-old from Australia, diagnosed as autistic in my 20s, been struggling over the years with an eating disorder and as a child with a feeding disorder, avoidant restrictive food intake disorder. I have sensory processing disorder and OCD and gender dysphoria. I think that'll do for now. I wanted to make this video regarding eating disorder recovery whilst you're on the spectrum, because I do think that the sensory processing disorder and emotional regulation and executive function do have an impact on the recovery process and make things at times a little more complicated. I'm in the midst of my recovery at the moment, and I do find it really difficult to differentiate between the usual emotions related to confronting your anxieties around food and changing body and calorie consumption and all that kind of stuff, and my actual autistic meltdowns. I find I get very overwhelmed around meal times, but I'm not sure how much of that is eating disorder related and how much is autism related. So I find that really hard. It's the same with challenging new foods. I know that some of the challenges are more eating disorder based, like if they're a higher calorie food, like something with a lot of oil in them or something with a lot of sugar, it's usually more eating disorder based. But then I also have a lot of sensory issues and digestive issues that also contribute to the challenge, because sometimes there's foods that would be deemed as healthy, like fruits and vegetables and all that kind of stuff, that I really struggle with as well because of their texture or their smell or their colour or just the way they make my stomach feel. I find it definitely makes the whole situation a lot more complex regarding like challenging foods and trying new things and trying to break down barriers and overcoming fears. But anyway, I am really hoping to step it up a notch over the next few weeks because I feel like I've hit a bit of a plateau with my recovery. I think because I kind of have a tendency to blame things on being autistic, I can't try that because I'm too sensory, or I can't try that because I might have a meltdown. But at the end of the day, I think even people with just eating disorder and not the autism still get very overwhelmed at times during recovery. So I have to remain diligent. Anyway, I guess I just wanted to reach out on this topic because I haven't seen many resources around the topic, and I'm sure I'm not the only one in the world that has, the batch of disorders that I have. So I guess even if one person feels less alone by watching this, then that's a good thing. Or people that don't have similar issues that just find it interesting to learn about them, that'd be cool too. If you have any questions regarding recovery, or if you'd be interested in seeing some videos of me challenging different foods, please let me know and I'd be happy to do that. And also reach out if you're having any similar challenges. Another aspect which I didn't mention before was also my emetophobia. So as a child, I had a feeding disorder, which is partially because of my sensory processing, partially because I have emetophobia, which is a fear of being sick, which has had a huge influence on what foods I allow myself to eat, how much, and my levels of anxiety around food. So, but that feeding disorder over the years transformed into an eating disorder, which is what I'm trying to work my way through now because I don't want it anymore and I would like to get rid of that from my life. I know that being autistic is something that I will have for life, and I'm kind of fine with that. Like, I've learned how to manage it quite well, but the autism with the eating disorder is very challenging, especially when you add in like OCD and the gender struggles and blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to end the video here, but I hope you're all doing well and feel free to hit me up. All right, toodles.